What's up, everybody? It is I, your host, Mystic Merlin, Detective Scrooge, Punchine, whatever you guys want to call me. But I got a dragon right here, in which will give me the power to breathe smoke. Yes. So this is going to be occult and read. So follow me as I go into this journey with the occult book, the chronological journey from alchemy to Wicca, John Michael Greer. I need to get more occult books that way, so I can give you guys a little bit information and shit. Casting spells for the Pope. Ooh, 1820. Cold Terror must have passed. Okay. Cold Terror must have passed through the renegade Friar when the messengers of the Pope arrived at his humble dwelling in Rome, Tommaso Campanella. Yeah, Tommaso Campanella, 1568 to 1639, had every reason to fear the power of the Catholic Church. He had been imprisoned twice for hearsay, yeah, for heresy, and a third time for leading a rebellion against Spanish rule in southern Italy. A rising in which Campanella's occultism played a central role while imprisoned the third time. He had written a utopian book, Civitas Solis, the City of the Sun, in which he expounded a vision of a perfect society governed by astrological magic. Did you hear that? None of this was likely to endear him to the church hierarchy, and Campanella knew it. In fact, the current Pope Urban the Eighth had issued a papal bull forbidding astrology. You see that? The messengers assured Campanella, however, that they were not there to haul him before a tribunal. Instead, they wanted him to do a very specific favor for the Pope. Urban's opposition to astrology, it turned out, was a facade. He was himself an astrologer, and he feared that an approaching eclipse in a baleful relationship to his birth chart would bring about his death. He wanted Campanella to perform rituals to ward off the effects of the eclipse. This Campanella was more than willing to do. Uh, Following the teachings of Trips and the Corpus Hermeticum, he prepared a chamber with magical images invoking beneficent planets, and he and the Pope together burned incense and recited incantations for days on end until the malefic influence of the eclipse was safely cast. The ritual seems to have worked. Pope Urban VIII lived for another 16 years, dying at a healthy old age of 76, and Campanella lived the rest of his life free from any threat from the Inquisition. Yes. And look at him. He's all fucking vibrant. Look at him. Hell yeah. Casting spells for the Pope. You see? You see? Astrology and occultism can help people get through a lot of shit that, we ourselves couldn't even understand. Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna jump right into the tarot and see what this message is for somebody watching someone's action. Someone is, understanding the actions that they had left behind. Maybe someone's doing a little researching on how you're talking yourself out of a situation. Um, yeah, you're burdened and shit, but you're You don't mind it. Yeah, see? You're just laying that shit to rest. You yourself understand, like, look, I understand the good deeds that I'm doing for myself, doing for, my choices of my power, me doing it of my own success because I myself was blinded. Because you refuse to see the truth and bring conflict on others. You see, continuously doing the things because you weren't passionate enough with the messages you were receiving. Hermit. Look how the hermit is looking at this man. He's impressed. He is like, look, you are okay. I am watching over you. You must continue moving forward. I will guide you in your sleep. Whenever you wake up at night, I will bring you the stability. Understand that I am bringing you the loving energy for you to understand what your successes are, whether or not you cut these people off. Eight of Wands, it depends on your action. Yeah, you see, understand what wasn't turning in your favor to what is now. Ten of Swords, King of Swords, understanding. Yeah, see, he's leaving himself. I don't know how these cards are coming out in reverse. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're coming out of the disillusion. They're trying to bring in some sort of offering to stabilize the situation here. See, they're trying to think of what can I give them to know that I don't want to just give them more than just a fish in a cup. Give them, make them feel like they are deserving of a star. You see, High Priestess, King of Swords. Let's see here. Magician. We understand what we manifest and what we end is what will keep us imbalanced. We end our imbalances so we understand what keeps us bound from our own stability, our own dependence. Yeah, someone's got to make action towards a connection. Someone has to bring a situation to light. Yeah, see, Ten of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's just reflecting on your past, understanding, the shit that you've gone through, all the shit that you had said, and understanding things that how it affect them in a certain way. They were juggling their successes, yeah, seeing they're bringing that shit to an end. They understand what they had to sacrifice for their stability. King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. All because some piece of shit asshole wants to come in and intrigue on a situation. Like, bro, why can't you do that on your own terms? Like, you do that shit to yourself. If you're not if you're not fulfilled where you're at, just end it. Ten of Cups, death right here. What do you feel like will bring you your ten of Cups? It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. You gotta end that situation. The maturity that brings caution regarding living. because that goes from the high priestess to the empress, the hermit, understanding what you want to go for towards your nine of cups, leading, you moving towards your ten of cups is going to end situation no matter what. And it's like you understanding what's going to bring you success, move towards. As an astrologer, all the people that he had tried teaching, who tried teaching the Pope, casting all this stuff, helping him through to live. It's like, well, how is this possible? You William Blake. Yeah, who can demonstrate the foundation? Can you demonstrate your own foundation? Yeah, the times require that everyone should speak out boldly as well as in arms or in the Senate, as well as in arms or in the Senate. Yeah, you see through jealousy. I was just watching a post. It was like, can we get some detail on the bomb in Poland or some shit? It's like, why can't we get that information? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we get information on what we are experiencing? Because your deep knowing and you speaking out boldly, understanding that other people's jealousies are reflected upon you because you understand your delight. Your delight brings endings towards anything. That's you going from the high priestess to the empress, the magician, from juggling what it is that you want to do. It doesn't matter what you do now, it's going to lead to success. The only thing is, if times require that everyone should speak out boldly in arts as well as in the Senate, then every man's wisdom is peculiar to his own individuality. You will be a God, but you will be as God. You shall not create another one before him. Okay? Because we are losing ourselves for the sake of who? Why? How? Because of jealousy? You know what you must be speaking out, and you know what you must be acting out. So angels stand around my spirit. If you are the light of the situation, you will have people on your job no matter what, man or a woman. Restriction in the sun. You illuminating what is keeping you bound to yourself will bring harmony. Because love and harmony combine and our souls entwine, while thy branches mix with mine and our roots together join. It's like if someone were to bring any sort of situation towards you, it'll be sent back no matter what because their actions are, it's already said and done. And so if they bring you anything, you will give them a message. You will give them, that liberty of cooperation. Gods are visions of the eternal attributes or divine names, cooperating in the bliss of man, obeying his will, service to the infinite and eternal of the human form. That's like ambition and drive type shit. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Speaking as he. Oh shit. Yeah, it's King of Wands right here. He knows what he wants to invest in. What do you think he's going for? That ambition and drive. If he knows no one is going to bring him that ambition, no one's going to bring him that drive, then who will? Okay. So I'm going to end it off with Idrisil Bifrost. Yeah, judgment and final decision. It doesn't matter what they try to tell you, they fucked up when not investing in you. So you understanding that they're reflecting all this jealousy on you is because every man's wisdom is peculiar to his own individuality. If you project it on someone, then you know it'll be seen. Yeah, see, that's the crossing between life and death, messenger of the gods, reconciliation of opposites, and reflection. Understanding our evil traits are our brightest ones too. The fury wrath, with search and Verdante, with the future. What do you feel will bring us in the future if we continue living on like this, living in wrath? We'll end up seeing the beauty in the one who goes crazy. Yeah, because they have the spirit of fire, the spirit of lightning, the decision to make an impact with their own performance because they understand their judgment calls and they know their final decision. Once they make that decision, that's it. Yeah, see, ambition and drive, fury, wrath, the future, ambition. That's all it is. They'll look at you as a man of many faces. I seen 1717. Look at you as a man of many faces, but you yourself know that you are emptiness. Just because they start saying a bunch of shit to you, you're throwing that shit. You like, bitch. I wish the fuck. But understand what you must end for your emotional fulfillment, because nobody else is gonna do that but you. Too many times I've been trying to find myself in my life, but I've been going fly. My time is coming. Is going to bed. I'm feeling alone, but you know I'm dead in your eyes. I'm the phantom of the night, the one that you see in your dreams. Is it because you love me the way I love myself to love you? Doesn't matter, so it's a bit fuck you. I sold my soul to myself, I love you. To everyone else, a typical fuck you. Kiss my ass, oh, kiss my big ass. My big Latin spicy fucking toxic ass. The one that will fucking beat your goddamn ass with a bat. Cause he don't give a fuck if you answering that. Or if he talk back, bitch, he'll always yell back, bitch. Ain't nobody really gonna say that shit. Who the fuck kidding if I'm over here saying all that shit? Yeah, I'm that man, bitch. Who the fuck is you? telling me shit. I'm all alone in Colorado, retreat down by. It doesn't matter to me. The only thing that is only coming to me is money. So fuck you and you and you, but I love you. So what are you going to do that'll benefit you? Oh, if it isn't you, then who are you to do the baddest things that I do? Maybe I'm the one for you, leading the fools, the fool to you. Tell me if I am a fool. Let me just get it, I need it with you. Baby, it's true. I said I love you. Can we believe it? I wasn't true. Yeah. I lost my fucking breath, but I'm smoking marijuana, bitch. Hmm. I guess that's a message. Um, stay safe, stay blessed, stay well. Life should progress with action and communication. Actually, fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? We always vibing, we always out here, we always, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Let us see what we should know. Baby, I know. Maybe we gotta make it a show. And if I move forward, just know that I'm not leaving you behind. I'm leaving my past. I know that I'm fine. Just leave me divine. Sure. Leo in the hizzy, what's up, Mr. Lockdown? What's good, man? We out here making judgment calls on some beady ass motherfuckers. Like, we understand our studies and we understand that we ourselves are surrounded by wild things. So, are you going to be ferocious yourself to fight back the beast? Or are you going to make sure that the animal that you're taking care of shows its teeth? Because if it attacks you, what are you going to do to it? There's a situation going on in my hometown right now. Apparently, there was a pit bull that shredded the arm of a little girl. The person who was trying to stop the dog shot the dog in the head, in which, the dog. Now, the owner of the dog is suing the person who killed the dog, all because of, it was his dog. The dog had cut marks and shit like that. What do you expect? Oof. You see, the fool. It's bullshit, See, this dog is pulling on him, but not shredding on, you know. You see, is this the hangman reverse? Yeah. Someone's getting enlightened of the situation. You see, who's at fault here? Is it the owner of the dog or is it the one who killed the dog? See, and that's how we make our own judgment calls in the world. We must, clear ourselves from those illusions to understand what the fuck is really going on. You see what I'm saying? And even the story of Babylon, a person who tries to be greater than God is a foolish one. And if you're trying to rule an empire and you can't even take care of yourself, it's like, well, if you do care for your people, why do you keep them in panic? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you keep people in? And it's how it transitions from the fool. It goes from the study to the hierophant, the high priestess to the hierophant, and what's in between the fool. Who is the fool? Well, we are the fools too. Yeah, the world. It's also birthing new ideas, but taking action on what it is that we must enlighten. Understanding, taking action towards laying something to rest is a message from God. It's bringing color to your world. It's you understanding the maturity, what brings caution, balance, relationships, and shit. The North Node says, "Have faith in it. Don't don't worry about what is the time to." Uh, do- yeah, see, it says, "Have faith in. Don't worry about you know your partners, your partner. Now is the time to be realistic about the things that we should be concerned about. You must wait before you can. Balance things out with the cooperation." That's you understanding as I move forward, I look back to understand. You know, yes, um, time and chance don't mean shit to plant. So you either harvest your fruit or you don't. Yeah, see, in Libra, relationships, the beauty of do it with your partner or partners. Seek oneness with all there is. Philanthropy. Keep your involvement hidden. That's, the 12th house. In Pluto, direct, get to the heart of, do or die. It's a you must situation. In Sagittarius, we are in Sagittarius season, so it's like before before we start off the new year, with insights to understand the wisdom of the situations we're going through now is a resulting from understanding your dreams, your idealization of be a part of something overwhelming. That was in Pisces. As we leave, as Neptune enters fucking, is it shit? I don't even remember, but I know it's like Neptune was in Pisces, causing this illusion and shit as a life or death issue, getting and using power, used other people's resources, intuition to protect, attitudes from the past about, resulting from the history of the service to others, what is good for us, your work is. So what do you feel like is going to benefit you that will benefit us? So it's having faith and not worrying about, you know, our partners yet. It's worrying about ourselves first. Then we move along towards our partners. It's selfish to be selfless. Just think about that. Because you have to clear your aura, your energy to bring pureness to these people. Yeah, see Neptune. Neptune, where is that? It says the idealization of confusion regarding sacrifice. What must we sacrifice? As if it or they came from all there is. The philosophies and laws involved do it in a big way. That's in like the 9,000 shit. But one thing that I like to say, besides, the times require that everyone should speak out boldly in arts as well as in arms or in the Senate, is, you know, follow your gut, not your butt, because nobody wants to smell that shit. Because you understand the rights and wrongs of your situation, and you understand the karmas, and you'll feel the tension around you. It's like, is this mine? Is this someone else's? Write it out as an experience. If it's a song that triggers you, write it out. If it's like deja vu, write it out as if it were like that life and death situation. Like now is the time to realize what we must lay to rest and what we must take action upon. We are all phoenixes rising from the ashes, but what must we do to get there? It's going to take time and it'll burden us, but our burdens are other people's burdens too. You releasing those burdens to the world, that's you releasing your burdens to yourself. Not only will they get an understanding of what will attract them towards you, but you will be helping others attract themselves to. So if you're still wanting to become this idol, this icon, you cannot be that idol, that icon. Yes, growing up, we wanted to be the superheroes on the television. But what are we doing now? We're working in poverty. Why? Because someone did what they love to show others, like, hey, you know what? Maybe this will get them to inspire. Which is why I don't like reading those comics and shit. Because it's like, why would I feel good wanting to become a fictional character when I can become someone who was, here breathing on Earth? You know, People making the music in the background right now, the royalty free jazz bullshit, like Jimi Hendrix, John Lennon, like it doesn't matter. We ourselves bring color to the world and we refuse to see it. Therefore, we let others take advantage of us. How are you going to release yourself from it? Well, first, you must release the burdens to your world. If you can't put your heart back into your chest, who are you going to give it to? Well, obviously, someone who actually is able to, work with it, walking with the heart on their sleeve, understanding, yes, I'm still bleeding too, but I feel heartless. Don't blame me because I'm hurting you when I'm trying to help you get out of a hurt situation. Because if I couldn't do it myself, then who was going to help me? I'm in Colorado alone, like not knowing anyone besides coworkers. I'm chilling. I ain't gotta go out. I'm cozy as fuck in the apartment alone. Like shit. Who is going to bring the balance if no one else is? You're not comfortable in your own home. You're not comfortable in your own skin. So it's like be welcoming in a welcoming manner. Understand that authenticity now is going to become like the most amazing thing anyone can fucking possibly imagine. Because who the fuck is real in the world? It's just you being realistic about, what you're concerned of. You must wait before you can process things and move forward. Make your own judgment calls by sitting down and writing out these situations. This, that, and the third happened during this transitional life. Maybe if I did this a little bit different because it kind of resembles this part. It's just nitpicking little things that your brain is trying to tell you, even in your sleep. Your brain is only able to process so much in your waking days that it's trying to tell you, hey, you know what, this, and this is wrong. But are you cautiously conscious of your subconscious? Yes. And I write my own poetry. I write my own, things. Like, I do all this myself. I started doing tarot a couple months ago, and I'm feeling good about it. It's understanding what you must sacrifice for the sake of yourself, not only for yourself, but others around you. People refuse to show their gifts to the world, therefore, they hold it back to themselves. Why do you think there aren't any more stars in the sky anymore? Because we keep killing them. Who's Uncle Sam? You, me. Like, these are all dreams going down the drain because of something that doesn't exist. Yes, we made it exist, but why is he taking my money? So we can still fucking cause war? So we can still take land? So we can still hold it upon ourselves? Is that why you guys aren't talking about the bomb? Is that why you guys are going overseas and trying to get involved with all this bullshit? See, and it's like we must cherish little times. Like, I had a situation with hospice, and I'll continue speaking upon it because it's like, how can you, how can you express this to someone? Like, you see someone, you deliver a concentrator, and this person is alive, and it's like they're showing their poetry, they're showing their creative expression in the best way that they possibly could, and it's just showing it to their she was showing it to her daughter and her granddaughter. Now, a week later, I exchanged the concentrator because it was making noise. As I was looking and I entered the room, like she was laying there in her last like her last moment. And it's like it's those moments, like those times that we must cherish because we will never know when is the last time we see. We each have a life in our hands that we have intentions for. Are they good or are they bad? It's like we're more focused on trying to build a digital world instead of trying to build, a peaceful world. And it's like, why do you think all these major companies are having shit servers right now? Why do you think a majority of these office workers are fucking losing their jobs? Because most of them just sit on their fucking ass all day, just typing on the computer. What if we had an electric blackout? Like the worldwide had a blackout, and let's say this message right here, you're the only person that is able to get this message. You're the last person to get this message before everything goes to shit. What are you gonna do if we're unable to function our cars? Yeah, see, like how are we gonna function our cars? How are we gonna function our shit? We're more focused on oil and trying to make it a green nation fucking thing on trying to use electricity. What the fuck are we gonna do with all those acids? What are we gonna do with all those wires? What are we gonna do with all that bullshit? We can't just dump it because where are we gonna dump it? The oceans? We're already fucking spilling out a bunch of oil as it is, and for what? So you can drive your fucking car? That way, so that we can make more electricity shit and use more gas and oil, so we can make more electricity? No, and for what? Not only is inflation going higher, but our crops are getting like scientifically made. Why the fuck am I gonna go to like a restaurant and eat a scientifically made fucking salad? Like, we're making designer babies that are gonna come out disabled and fucked up because you want it this way and that way. You want it smart, you want it athletic, and you want it to, be one of the best in the fucking world. No, no, I'm not gonna be supporting that bullshit. Who's Uncle Sam and what's he doing with my money? Yeah, he's fixing up the roads, but like, what else is he doing with my money? If I'm working for the man, then I deserve to know that. What are you doing across the nations? What are you doing with my people when you're sending them out for your greedy fucking needs? Oh, but yeah, stay safe, stay blessed, stay well, stay happy, and remember, you are always loved. Yo, oh, oh shit.